So just for fun today, this is kind of like our first little, like modifying the house to get it going. I just got done taping all the episodes of kind of the tour of the house, and I really wanted to get that done before we started changing anything in the house so you could really see the condition that it was in. But one of the first things we want to do is get these doors open so that we can start like not having to unlock rooms to go through the house. So we're gonna move this ladder and try and see if we can knock off this, seems like maybe a piece of sheetrock, and see what's behind it. So let's see what happens.
Daddy!
What?
Yeah, a hammer and a thing and a screwdriver.
You got all the right tools for the job.
Yay!
So here's what we're gonna do. First thing is we're gonna take this. We're just gonna feed that through there. And look. Let's see what's behind. Think there's anything back there?
Maybe.
There's some.
There's
And
a
it
door.
looks like maybe insulation. So do you want to do this once?
Sure.
So you just kind of put that up there like that, and then you use the hammer to hit that right there.
Okay.
Can you do it?
I think so.
You think so?
It's heavy.
Yeah.
Making dents.
You're making dents, so you're not really getting anywhere, are you?
Are they supposed to hit it the
Here.
sledgehammer first, or just?
There's no sledgehammer.
I mean the pry bar, just like over the wall.
Yeah.
Well then.
So what do you think, B?
She made some pretty good dents.
Yeah, she did make some pretty good dents.
We could take one to the other side.
Yeah.
Daddy, can I try just hitting it with a hammer?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, stand back.
Careful. Thanks for the warning after you did it at me.
Sorry.
Yeah. Get it, Charlotte.
This is kind of heavy.
All right, you gonna kick it? Woo! Kick it really hard.
Too hard.
Whoa! Look at you.
You're shaking the whole thing, guys.
All right, here we go. And
Daddy's definitely making rage on that wall.
right. Okay.
Now we can walk through.
Yay! Except there's
Wait,
a...
Vivi,
Hold on.
stay back, stay back. Whoa. Jeez.
I just thought it'd be exciting to have an
Yep.
opening. We can walk into the other part of the house now. Isn't that so cool?
Are we gonna get to do that with mostly all
You
the
sure
other
did.
things?
Someone will.
Did you hear that?
What?
She's like, and I helped with it.
Yeah.
Well, hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Nate, and this is the Sparklin House, and we have been hard at work here, and got some exciting stuff to show you about the progress we're making on the house, and some things we've discovered along the way that are gonna need a little attention. Nothing too severe, but definitely the house has had numerous people handle it over the years, and not all of them have been the most respectful of the structure. So anyways, let's get into it. So right here, we are in the dining room. And if you remember, there was a partition right here that has been removed. And then we've knocked the ceiling down. As you can see here, the ceiling is completely open. And that's going to serve several purposes. One is it allows us to inspect the framing, and there's some stuff I'll show you here in a second about that. But it also allows us to make sure that things like this old wiring can be removed, and that the plumbing can be all checked. And actually, in this case, a lot of it's going to be removed, as well as being able to put in our radiant floor heat into this space. So that's going to be really cool. Couple things that I wanted to touch on, though. As you can see here, the plumbing guys did a number on some of these floor joists. Fortunately, the house is insanely overbuilt. The floor joists are 14 on center, which is 2 inches closer together than a modern build. And they're 2 by 12s, and these are true 2 by 12s, meaning that they're from before lumber was kiln dried and shaved down. So they're actually 2 inches thick and actually 12 inches tall, which is amazing. Very heavily built for this type of a structure from this era. Really cool. But as you can see here, that 2 by 12 right there is really only a 3 by 2 or a 2 by 3. They really chopped most of that away. So that's going to have to be, once that plumbing is kind of cleaned out of there, we're going to have to actually do what's called sistering, which is attaching another joist along the side. And I'm going to do my best to try and source maybe some old barn lumber so that it's a little more matching of the style of and quality of the lumber to make it all look like it belongs together. So that's kind of a project. Another cool thing that happened this week is we got in here. Hi, Amber.
Hey.
And there was a closet, as you remember, right here. And we took that out, and behind it were these amazing pocket doors. And fortunately, the people responsible for closing it in, I think, were very respectful of the building and did very minimal attachment, only the basic stuff required. And so these doors were open and locked when we got them in, and they're a little difficult to operate right now. The hardware hasn't been used in years, but they did go ahead and close, which is great because we can protect them while they're inside of those openings. They're not going to be have the potential for any of the debris that's falling to fall on them. All right, so we're going to try and see if we can't open one of these and give you an idea of what this looks like. They're a little stiff, so I don't know if I can pull this off. There we go. All right. So very beautiful, beautiful doors. I'm not going to try and open this one because it's a little more further in and I don't have a good way to get at it, but just incredible woodwork, the craftsmanship, the general condition of the doors is just fabulous. And so very exciting stuff to be able to have this. We're missing a little bit of hardware right here, but on the whole, this side still has the key hole. So I don't know if we'll be able to find keys for that or not. All right, so we've got that. Now let's head downstairs and take a look at the progress we've made there. So now we're back downstairs, and we've done a lot of work in here, and I think that's going to be a lot of fun. So starting back here in this back room, as you recall, this was full of paneling and bifold doors and all kinds of Carter era looking decor, and we've removed all of that. There was a closet right here, I don't know if you can remember that, and we opened that up, and then over here removed all of the framing, and behind it was these beautiful stone walls. Looks amazing. And then you can see an original doorway here with the arched brick roof, and going into this one, then if you remember, there was a wall here, a wall right here, and walls all over in here, and those are all removed now, and you can see it's just a much more open space. All this beautiful stonework and really incredible stuff. Now there are some real problems down here that need to be addressed, starting with things like this. Some goobers removed brick from here, and this is supporting brick up above, and they didn't put anything underneath of it. There's nothing there. That was completely unsupported, and it was behind paneling, so you couldn't really see it. But now that we've pulled the paneling down, you can totally see some real problems there. You know, over on this end, that's flush, and you can see it just falling over here, so that's not good. We have some similar problems here where bricks were removed a long time ago, and they had a doorway in here, but they had no headers, and there's unsupported brick right up here. So that's a little terrifying. We need to get that dealt with. Similar situation here. Right here was an existing doorway. You can see because the brick is flat. It's nice and flat here. And over here, clearly some brick was removed. And again, you can see where the brick is being supported by this piece of wood here. It's not supported at all here. And then they've got this little piece of I-beam that was in here, and this was buried inside the wall, this post that's holding that steel up. And I don't think that's completely appropriate for the structure. So we're gonna have to get a structural engineer in here to make some recommendations for that. Similar problems that aren't load bearing, same thing here. Not properly supported brick load just hanging out up there. We actually had a few fall. Over here on this other side, you can see through here, we had to put a piece up there and a post to support that, which was a doorway. And when we started to pull the framing for that doorway down, bricks started falling, which created obviously a dangerous work situation. So just a few things like that that aren't great. There's also, like here, you can see they just cut out a piece of the floor joist. Similarly here. And I think these were registers for the old gravity fed system, which is pretty much what we've determined this space had in it before. So, you know, just some work like that to do, but overall, like, you know, just still in awe of like these 2-foot footers, which you can see from here. You know, those are huge. If we get up close to it to see the scale of it, you can, my hand is, you know, 4 across pretty easily to get over there. So those are very large footing or foundation stones. Anyways, exciting stuff. It's really exciting to see all these ceilings cleared out. The framing's overall just in tremendous condition. And, you know, a modern house typically isn't built even as heavily as these are, as this one is. So that's a really cool thing to see. So anyways, great progress is being made. Can't wait to share more of it with you. See you soon.